Hello, how are you? Today we are going to review the ways of expressing future in English. We have already seen this in a Meet session, but let's take a look at it again. So we have two ways of expressing future in English. One is with will or won't, and the other is with be going to. Of course, when we talk about be going to, we're talking about am or am not, he, she, it is or isn't, you, we, they are or aren't. Okay? So this be is the infinitive form, but we use am, is, or are. And both will and be going to are followed by an infinitive verb. Okay, so for example, I will go or I am going to go. Okay, the go is in infinitive form. And we use them to express different things. In the case of will and won't, we use it to express decisions at the moment of speaking and predictions and promises, refusals, and offers. So remember, refusals are negaciones. Let's see some examples of a decision made at the moment. This bag is too heavy, Mom. Okay, I'll help you. I decide to help him at that moment. Or there isn't any milk in the fridge. I will get some at the market. In the case of predictions, we can say, for example, I think scientists will find the vaccine by the end of this year. I am predicting that this will happen. Or quarantine will probably end in October. I'm predicting this, okay? In the case of promises, Mom, I will study harder. Or Mom, I promise I will study harder. Or I won't lie to you again. This is another promise. Or I promise I won't lie to you again. In the case of refusals, I won't lie for you again. Remember the difference between I won't lie to you and I won't lie for you? Another refusal. Will you come? No, I won't. And an offer. I will help you with the boxes. Or the doctor will visit you if you want. The sentence forms for will are for any sentence. Actually, it's affirmative, negative, or questions. The affirmative form is with will and the infinitive verb. For example, I think I will go to school in September. Will go. Will plus infinitive. Or summers will probably be hotter and hotter every year. Will be. Will plus the infinitive. And in this case, we have probably an adverb, okay? And it is in the middle. Remember, adverbs many times go between the auxiliary and the main verb, the most important verb, okay? In the case of negative sentences, I won't travel until next year. So it's won't or will not plus the infinitive, travel. I won't travel until next year. Or promise that you won't tell my secrets. Won't plus infinitive, won't tell. In the case of questions, we exchange places between the subject and will. So the affirmative form will be you will help me with the future tenses. And the question is, will you help me with the future tenses? And the answer is yes, I will, or no, I won't. Will you marry me? Will you marry? Will, auxiliary, you, subject, marry, main verb in the infinitive form. Now, let's go to the expression, the uses that we have for be going to. There are two uses: intentions or planned actions, and predictions based on what we see or hear now. So these are predictions based on evidence. Let's see some examples. Next year, he's going to study English. So he has the intention or the plan to study English next year. And she's going to go dancing with her friends. Okay, it's a date. They have planned to go dancing. And in the case of predictions, we can see, look at this picture. Look, the cars are going to crash. Okay, we have evidence there that the cars are about to crash. And here, listen to thunder. I think it's going to rain. So we have evidence. Look at the clouds, look at the sky. It's going to rain. It's different from saying, I think tomorrow will rain. I don't really know about tomorrow, but maybe it will rain, okay? The sentence forms. In the case of affirmative form sentences, we use is or am or are. Okay, so she is going to finish school and then study at university. Or we're going to work with a magazine article today. In the case of negative forms, we use isn't, aren't, am not. For example, school is not going to open this month, or I'm not going to watch any series until I finish my homework. For questions, we move the auxiliary verb to be at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, we move it to the beginning of the sentence. Is Dad going to buy a new cell phone? The affirmative version of that question is, Dad is going to buy a new cell phone. And the question is Dad going to buy a new cell phone? Let's see this one. Are you going to visit your friends next Saturday? The affirmative version is you are going to visit your friends next Saturday. Okay, so you just move the auxiliary verb to be to the beginning of the sentence. Okay, now let's do another video for Hopes and Dreams, Unit 4.